Hello everyone, Scott with Heritage Farms. Hey, we're working on something pretty exciting this weekend. Thought I would show you what we picked up here. Excuse all of the background noise. We weaned some calves this weekend, so we got some angry moms and calves bawling around here, but hold on, you gotta check this out. So I'm standing in the pecan orchard, and this year you can see the trees actually have done fairly well. They have a lot of pecans on them for young trees. These trees are roughly 10 years old, and this is the first year, man. They've got a heavy crop on them. So I'm looking forward to getting a harvest off of them. So one of the things we're gonna do is I contacted a great company, BagANut. They're out of Jacksonville, Florida. If you're ever down in that area, go by and check them out. They make products for shooting ranges to pick up brass, and then also to pick up any type of nut that you may have for harvesting. So we picked up a 36-inch pull behind pecan picker-upper, harvester. And so that's the packages. So I'm gonna open this thing up and let's see what we got, and we'll put this thing together. Okay, so here is the instructions, and literally there's only like 4 steps on the instructions to follow. It was a little bit challenging, but once you kind of figured it out, they also sent you a nice little note telling you thank you for being a customer. They gave you a burlap bag. All right, so first impressions. This is what we're gonna use to pull it, is a Polaris 570 ATV, assuming that it works. You can see my other videos on that Polaris, not a huge fan. But this right here is what the 36-inch pull behind BagANut harvester looks like. First impressions. All right, so let me give you my first impressions. First off, the little green fingers, if you will, they seem very solid. I like how they bend. I can see how they can do a good job. I see the little fingers in here to actually push this back. The carts themselves come in and out pretty easy. Trying to do this one-handed, of course, is a little bit different. I can tell you a couple of things I'm concerned about. This arm right here is plastic, and where the baskets actually rest in the little grooves is plastic. Now I know these guys have been around a long time and they're trying to make a profit just like everybody else, so I'm not going to question it because, you know, I'm not an engineer, so I'm hoping they've done their homework. I'm hoping that will hold up, but to me that just looks like a weak point that could give you some problems down the road, but I could be wrong. This is just my first impressions. I haven't pulled it 1 foot. I'm just strictly looking at it. I do like the little fingers that are in here to actually clean out the grooves to make sure that whatever you're picking up is going to your basket. I do like that. I think it looks pretty good. Not necessarily happy with the connector up front. Not sure the thought process behind it, but hey, we'll figure that out as we go along. Maybe would have liked to see, but I realized they made it that way so it would fit a wide arrangement of riding lawnmowers, 4-wheelers, you name it, I'm sure. So, all in all, first impressions, give it a thumbs up. It looks pretty good. We're gonna see how it works, and we'll go from there. Okay, so keep in mind, guys, that the trees are really not ready to harvest yet. They're getting really close. But some of the stuff that's laying on the ground that was picked up is from last year, some nuts that fell. It's also some nuts that shed themselves a little bit earlier this year because of drought conditions like that. But also notice how it picks up the leaves and everything. Now keep in mind, this was just a trial run. This is not representative of how the machine works. What we would do is we would take a power blower. First off, we'll probably mow really close to the ground here in the next day or two. Then we'll probably come in with the power blower, blow circles around each tree so there's no limbs, leaves, debris, anything like that. And then we'll come back. But you can see it picked up a lot of leaves and grass, but that's my fault. That's not the machine's fault. But it did what it was supposed to do, was it picked up the pecans. You can see, you can kind of shake it, so I kind of like the wire basket. You can shake it a little bit, a lot of that trash and debris comes out. Reach in here real quick, and voila, you've got some of your pecans. You can see some of these are older ones. These are ones that just fell off during storms and stuff. But anyway, this is not the harvest. This is actually last year's and some sheds from this year. But we're getting ready. We'll be ready to go here shortly. Okay guys, so we just finished the cleanup of the pecan orchard for the first time using the BagANut. That's all of the old and the culls and the trash, a lot of which is from last year. But hey, we got it going. Not sure the Sportsman is the tool to use for that. We may try riding zero turn mower next time. I think it might give you more maneuverability, but we will see. So all in all, the BagANut worked pretty well. I was pretty impressed the first time around. Need to get one of the handheld BagANut things, so as you're riding around and there's some close to the base of the tree that you could actually get those. But hey, if the good people from BagANut are listening, man, send me one of those. Would love to do a video review on it. As always, glory be to God.